Welcome to episode 6 of Beyond 2D. I think it's episode 6, right? Yeah. I don't know. I've recorded, you guys may not know this, but this is the first time I'm recording in a long time. I pre-recorded a bunch of videos because I had a lot of stuff going on, I had to move, and it's okay. This is the first time I'm recording. This is coming out next week. This is probably one of the most recent episodes since the first episode. Anyways, how's it going, everyone? I hope it doesn't sound too different in here. There might be a bit more background noise and stuff, but it should still sound pretty much the same. How's everyone doing? This is episode 6. Again, I'm pretty sure it's episode 6. And again, I have something I want to talk about. And of course, it's from TikTok. So, first thing before I talk about that, I have a new username. So, if you look on YouTube and if you look on TikTok, the username changed because on YouTube it's like standard set to like this like a rig and like 4 random numbers, and on TikTok like a rig was taken, so I have to be like _rig_23. I changed it. So because of this series, I kind of have the brand of like 2D or whatever. So my username now is a rig2D. Tell me how you like it. Does it fit? I think it fits. I think having an underscore would be kind of cringe, so I just have it just a rig2D, and it kind of sucks that it auto like what's the fuck's the opposite of capitalize? Like it lower cases it. Anyways, how do you like it? I think it fits better. It's a lot smoother and it's a lot easier to remember, and I can just go to youtube.com/arig2d. That's so smooth. It's so smooth. Instead of saying go to www.youtube.com/arig4868 or whatever it is. But anyways, welcome back, everybody. Tell me how you like it. But now, what do I want to talk about? Recently, I saw on TikTok, I think it was on TikTok, but it was a video about anime gatekeeping. Should we gatekeep anime? How should we gatekeep anime? Is gatekeeping anime helping or hurting the industry or fans or anything like that? So for those of you who follow me for a long time, I've made a few videos, and my opinion's kind of changed since I made them. I've made a few videos on TikTok basically saying gatekeeping is good. Bring back anime gatekeeping. Bring back gatekeeping in general. And I kind of stand by that, honestly. I kind of think that it's pretty good in a lot of cases. Now, don't start canceling me. Let me explain myself what I think or why I say that. But let me first explain what people usually think when they hear gatekeeping. When they hear gatekeeping, they think of those fucking warriors standing there with their Minecraft sword and shield being like, thou shalt not like anime. You need to like this type of anime, you need to like this type of anime. No. I don't like that. I used to be like that. Like most anime fans, when they first start, they get really protective over something they love when they see it kind of be not really made fun of, but kind of just like it's hard to see something that like was so underground for you become really mainstream. What I mean by gatekeeping is I see it more in kind of like the content sphere, where you can like and watch whatever anime you want. If you want to go watch fucking One Piece for the rest of your life, go ahead. I'll be sitting here enjoying my citrus and a bag of popcorn. But I think there should be gatekeeping in terms of people expressing their opinions. People should not be expressing their opinions if they've only seen one anime, or if they only like one anime, or if their entire personality is one anime, especially when it's an action shonen, and especially if it's one of the big 3. Now, I get it. Wholeheartedly, I understand. I used to be one of those people. Naruto Simp 101 right here. I used to have that fucking Sasuke profile picture. I used to think Naruto was the best thing ever, and Naruto is the best thing ever. But I've grown up. I've expanded. And it's just funny when I see people comment being like, no, you know what? One Piece is the greatest show ever. Luffy solos everybody. Gear 5 broke the internet. Gear 5 is the greatest transformation ever. No. Okay? Grow up. Just grow up. People should not be allowed to make content if they only like or watch one show. And they should be allowed to give their opinion if they only like or watch one show. That's what I mean by gatekeeping. You can do whatever you want in your own private time, but don't make it public. Don't publicize it. But overall, gatekeeping. Is it good? Is it bad? Let's see. So I think gatekeeping is kind of good in a way, but like not to the extremes. So I believe everybody should get into anime. even though it is not meant for everyone, I think everybody should give it a try. I think there's something out there for everybody. But a lot of anime are just really, really weird. Like, things we've normalized in anime are, at the end of the day, pretty weird. Like, where the main character will fall on and land on some girl's tits. Like, that's kind of weird, just to seeing random show. But here in the anime community, we've kind of normalized that. And, like, it's fine. Everybody accepts it. It's just something that exists. But people just getting into anime may find that a little bit weird. Where they may find, like, Nezuko's and Tanjiro's relationship a bit weird. Is Zenitsu annoying? Or Jujutsu Kaisen? I don't know. I don't know what's weird in Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't know. It's pretty basic. It's pretty inoffensive. But anyways, anime is pretty weird. And a lot of the shows are not meant for everybody. And dare I say, it is an acquired taste. And I think you should be able to be like, hey, maybe you shouldn't start off with this anime. Maybe you shouldn't watch this anime. Because a lot of the times it'll either ruin their view of anime or ruin their kind of like progression or like their journey, I guess, through the anime community. Because if somebody starts with the big three, they're gonna be stuck on the big three. Okay? They're gonna be stuck on shonen, action shonen, and just stick to all those mainstream shows. And granted, those shows, people think I'm a shonen hater. Those shows are great, and they're popular for a reason, but at the end of the day, they're all the same. They all provide the same thing. They all just are nice shows to look at with mid-stories and amazing hype fight scenes and hype moments and hype music. That's really it. There's so much more in anime than just those shows. There's the romance. If you get into romance, you're stuck with romance forever. There's the slice of life fans who are, slice of life fans like to sleep. Now there's also, of course, the isekai and everything like that. There's so much more to anime than just action shonen. And the issue is, if people start with action shonen, then they're stuck on that. They're stuck on it for forever. And then they have bad opinions. So in that aspect, I think it's good. I think it's good to basically be like, hey, you're not a real anime fan unless you've watched more than just action shonen. Because at the end of the day, those are the most inoffensive things. Like, you can't say... People get really defensive when they're like, oh, you shouldn't gatekeep anime fandoms. But this happens in every single fandom. It's like, people say you're not a real gamer if you play Candy Crush. Candy Crush is technically a game, and you're a gamer by playing it, but like, come on. You're not a gamer if you play Candy Crush and fucking Temple Run. And it's the same thing in everything. It's like, you're not a real movie fan if you've only watched, like, the big box office, like, hits, like, of the fucking Avengers movies. Or you're not a chef if you can microwave craft dinner, even though that's a sin, or mac and cheese for non-Canadians. It happens in every single area of life, and I don't think anime should be an exception. You should be able to say, hey, you can't comment about other people's taste in anime. You can't say you're a big anime fan if you've only watched the basic action shonen. Like, sure, you can say you like the genre, but I don't know if you can comment on other people's taste. You can't be like, oh, it's weird or whatever. Like, okay, story time. There's this kid in high school, right? So this is like end of high school, grade 12. I finally got some friends that liked anime. But they were just getting into anime. So they were in that base of action shonen. And you know what anime I was getting flamed for liking? That time I got reincarnated as a slime. You know that super popular isekai that's one of the greatest isekai ever made, and just a really good anime? I got flamed for watching that because the main character is a slime. That's how delusional some of these action shonen fans are. So I think personally, I don't know about you guys, but I think personally, sometimes it's good to just gatekeep and just like talk shit. It's fun. And also, like, come on. Flaming me for liking Slime. Slime is nowadays one of the most basic shows you can like. Like, when you think, oh, I like isekai or I like OP main characters, Slime is like the first thing recommended or first thing watched. It's just crazy. Now, on the other basis of gatekeeping, where people don't want people to get into the medium, or people think it shouldn't be mainstream, or people think, oh, you shouldn't post about certain things about the industry because we want to keep it secret, we want to keep it blah, blah, blah. I don't agree with that stuff. I believe that everybody should try out anime. Because I truly believe, even though a lot of anime is weird, that there is something out there for everybody. There is something out there that your mom will like. There's something out there your dad will like. There's something out there your dog will like. Except Inukai's dog. Don't show your dog Inukai's dog. But there's something out there for absolutely everybody. And I believe it is your job as an anime fan to try to show them that. I know it's hard. Trust me, as somebody who's tried to show their parents anime, it is very hard. But anime is just such like a beautiful genre that has so much to offer everybody who's in it that you could literally find anything you want. You want a shitty rom-com that's like every fucking Christmas movie out there? They have those. You want some war movie that's just about war and fighting? They have those. You want a time traveling show? They have that. You want a vampire show? They have that. You want even a fucking actually there's no popular anime that's just about like doctors. Like there's Cells at Work, and then there's animes where there's scientists and like there's some doctors, but it's not like, I don't know of any anime that's like hospital. Like, think of something like Grey's Anatomy, where they're just in a fucking hospital and it's just drama around a hospital. I don't think there's any big anime like that. I guess because it's like a boring kind of like scene. Like it's nothing exciting. Anime can do so much more. Why buckle it down with just being in a hospital? Like, why do that when you could have an anime like Cells at Work, which actually probably teaches you more than Grey's Anatomy, and it takes place inside somebody's like body. Like everybody is a cell. Like that's sick, and that's something you could only do in anime. You can't do that in real life. Okay, I've been talking for a while. Let me quench my thirst with some G Fuel. That's good. So, yeah, I think gatekeeping anime for people to get into anime is dumb. You should try to get as many people as you can into anime. But it won't be for everybody, okay? You need to understand that you shouldn't be mad if somebody doesn't like anime. Unless they don't like Attack on Titan, because then they're dumb. But you shouldn't be mad if people can't get into anime because it's not for everybody. Anime is weird, and that's part of the charm of it. But the fact that people say they don't like anime just because it's anime or because it's cartoons or whatever, yeah, that's dumb. And also people saying anime shouldn't become mainstream, that's also dumb. Because anime becoming mainstream helps anime. What people don't understand, yes, everybody who was into anime back in like the early 2000s, early 2010s, it was great for us. It was like a little secret club where if you found an anime fan, you knew they were fucking hardcore. You know they watched like everything under the sun. They know the niche things. They know the terms, and they actually like anime for its weirdness. You know that they've struggled with the same struggles as you. Nowadays, if someone says they like anime, you have no clue if that means they've known it since like 2001 or if they've just watched the recent season of Demon Slayer. Now again, don't get me wrong, I'm always throwing flame at Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer is a great anime, but it's just such a different experience nowadays for people to getting into anime. Nowadays, anime is everywhere. Netflix has some great fucking anime. If people can watch anime by accident just by clicking on a random thing on Netflix. Back in the day, you have to struggle to get it, and there's a charm to that. But what people don't understand is, as much as it sucks, people getting into anime now and kind of like how they have like a totally different experience and they're very, I don't know, they have very different experience and very different opinions about anime. Overall, it helps the community because the more people that get into anime, the bigger the industry, the more money the industry has, and that leads to better anime. If it wasn't for the popularity of, back in the day, Sword Art Online, then there wouldn't have been able to, I don't know, make so many more shows because of so many people getting into anime because of that show. Same with recently Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer caused such an epidemic where it got so many people into anime. And that's how they were able to make the Mugen Train movie, which just trumped over every other anime movie ever, money-wise. And it's why they've been able to keep up that animation style. Like, I don't care what anybody says. You can be a One Piece fan, you can be a Fate fan, you can be anything fan. Demon Slayer, at its peak, has the greatest animation out there. Ufotable kills it every single time. As bad as the newest season was, some of those fight scenes, some of those like shots in incredible, absolutely insane. Gear 5 has nothing on it. Even Fate looks fucking amazing. Have you seen Fate Zero? Fate Zero 2011, and look how good that shit looks. But no, nothing trumps Demon Slayer's animation and art style. And it's because anime's become more mainstream that we've been able to have that. Same with Jujutsu Kaisen. How this newest season looks a lot better, more unique than season 1 because of its popularity, because more and more people are getting to the genre. These studios and stuff are more likely and more willing to spend extra money because they know they have the possibility of making it back because of how mainstream it's gotten in the West. Granted, I have no idea if that like actually plays a role in like the authors who are like in Japan and they might not know much what's happening in the West, but like I want to believe, especially in like Western companies like Crunchyroll or Netflix or stuff, they put a lot more money into the anime categories because of how popular it's getting, because of how mainstream it's getting. You want to know why Netflix is getting all these shows? Because that's what people watch. They're catering to a new demographic. If anime didn't get mainstream, Netflix wouldn't be spending all this money trying to acquire all these fucking shows like Evangelion and all these major things like Demon Slayer, and now they recently got like Zom 100 and My Happy Marriage. They're acquiring the rights to stream all these shows because of how popular anime has become, and people like watching on Netflix, so they're doing that and they're getting the traffic. And if they weren't getting the traffic, they wouldn't be adding these shows on. So my thesis, the synopsis of what I'm trying to say, at the end of the day, as much as it sucks that anime is becoming mainstream because it doesn't feel as special as it used to, it's also good. It's helping us older anime fans watch better shows. And as much as we want to cry about it, as much as we want to complain that they don't understand the struggles, it's better for us, it's better for everybody, it's better for the community. In terms of should we gatekeep people's opinions? Yeah. Fuck yeah. No. Like, people should not be able to comment. If your profile picture is a Luffy profile picture, or if your profile picture is like Meliodas or some shit like that, you shouldn't be allowed to comment on anything. I'm just putting that out there. It should be a rule. I should be able to implement it. Like on my channel, as under preferences, it's like profile picture excluded from commenting, and I could just like check off a bunch of characters and stuff like that because some of these opinions I've seen absolutely crazy. Okay, we're gonna move away from gatekeeping because I want to give some of the opinions that I've heard. Okay, now if you're a true anime fan, if you've like watched anime and you don't only watch Battle Shonen and stuff, you have some degree of knowledge of what good shows are considered. You may not like the shows, but you can admit they're decent. Like they're probably good shows. They are good shows. You just don't like them. Like, I've never seen Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. I've tried to watch it, but like it's not really my thing. But I could admit I'm never gonna say Fullmetal Alchemist is a bad show. I just don't like him, and I can tell the difference between I don't like and it's a bad show. But some of these takes I've heard. Okay, Attack on Titan is bad. Attack on Titan is boring. Even if you're a fucking numbskull, you should be able to tell that Attack on Titan is not boring. Season 1, it's hype as fuck. Season 2 deepens the story and the world building and everything, and then Season 3 just goes absolutely apeshit. There's no way you can watch it and say it's boring. You can get to Season 2 and say it's slower, but no, it's not boring. And if you know anything, you know Attack on Titan is one of the greatest pieces of media ever made. You cannot like it, because that's perfectly fine. It's pretty gory, it's pretty weird. You have every right not to like it, but to say it's bad? No. Next, to say Death Note is bad. Imagine saying one of the greatest anime ever made is bad. One of the greatest, most influential psychological thrillers ever made. It literally made such a fucking footprint in society that schools and countries have banned Death Notes, like the book, like a book writing people's names, because it was such like a big thing. No, Death Note is peak. What else have I heard? Mushoku Tensei is bad. Mushoku Tensei is great. You should cancel Mushoku Tensei. Absolutely not. There were some other bad takes, like Vinland Saga. People saying Vinland Saga is boring. Another one, like, come on, you can't say, like, Vinland Saga is just one of the greatest shows ever made. That's just factual. There were some other bad takes out there that I don't really remember because I just blocked them from my memory. People just give some of the worst takes ever in comment sections, and it's funny a lot of the times, but Sometimes it does get a bit. Sometimes does get a bit big, like a big. What the fuck am I trying to say? It gets like a bit gets a bit much, but you know, it's a comment section. Take it with a grain of salt. But yeah, those are some of the bad takes. That's me ranting about gatekeeping for a while, because I can't put all this in a TikTok video. I don't even know how long I've been recording for. But yeah, this is my comeback, even though you guys don't even see it as a comeback. This is my comeback to recording these. I need to set aside some time every week to record this, and I appreciate all the support I've been getting on all the other videos. This is meant to be kind of like a background-esque podcast. Like, it's not a visual podcast. Maybe one day, if it starts doing decent, then maybe I'll make it into a visual podcast, because I do have a face reveal coming up. For those of you who follow me on TikTok, you'll know I have a face reveal coming up. And a partnership announcement coming up soon that you should wait to see, and you should stay tuned to check out. I'll probably post it also on YouTube Shorts, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this. And if you've seen every single episode, I really, really appreciate your support. You don't know how much it means to me. I appreciate literally every single one of you. I truly am grateful. Even if my videos get 50 views, and even if only 5 of those people watch the full videos, I really, really appreciate you. You're just sitting here watching some guy rant and talk about stupid shit, and I really appreciate it. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining me on this episode of Beyond 2D. Episode number... Fuck, I already forgot. Episode number 6, I think. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, subscribe, comment. If you want to see more things, comment what you want a themed episode to be. I'm willing to take feedback, because I need ideas, because I can't just talk about random shit all the time. I want to have some traction, because if it's just me alone, like, it's hard to stay on track. It's hard to just have like flowing conversation, because I have nobody to bounce off of. I'm just bouncing off of my computer screen. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, or listening, actually. And I'm actually going to try to look into how to get these on Spotify to see if like that'll help gain some things. But yeah, anyways, you guys don't need to know that. Stay tuned for the next episode. Episodes come out every Tuesday. Subscribe, like, follow me on everything. My links will be in the description down below. And yeah, have a great day, guys. See ya.